Hello friends. On a foggy morning, a train driver named Mark was making his usual rounds when something caught his attention: a lifeless mother dog sprawled near the tracks. His heart sank. He knew that if she was there, then her puppies must be nearby. He immediately radioed for help, and his voice sounded urgent. A few minutes later, a rescue team arrived, their hearts heavy as they approached the scene. They searched the area and, just beyond the shadow of the railway, found 6 tiny puppies huddled together, trembling with fear. This sight touched their hearts. These puppies have lost their only protector. As they carefully picked up the puppies, each one crying out in confusion, they couldn't help but feel the weight of losing their mother. With determination, they hurried to take the puppies to a local animal shelter. The staff worked tirelessly there, providing medical care, warming and providing comfort to loving hands. The news of the rescue spread throughout the community like wildfire. People from all walks of life they flocked to the shelter, eager to make donations and provide support. The once quiet facility was buzzing, filled with laughter and the joyful barking of puppies. Volunteers poured in, some spending hours walking the puppies, others organizing a fundraiser to provide them with care. The days turned into weeks, and the puppies began to blossom. Their playful antics won the hearts of everyone who came. But just when it seemed that their new life was safe, a sudden storm hit the city. Heavy rain and wind hit the shelter, causing leaks and flooding. Staff rushed to move the puppies to safety, their hearts pounding as they fought the fury of nature. The stability of the shelter was weakening by the minute. When water started seeping into the puppy room, rescuers made the difficult decision to evacuate. They carried the puppies in their arms, each tiny body trembling. Outside, they were surrounded by the chaos of the storm, but they continued to march forward, determined to protect their new friends. Finally, they reached a safe place where the volunteers set up temporary shelters. While the storm was raging outside, the puppies were wrapped in blankets, their safety was assured. As the weeks went by, each puppy blossomed, and soon families were lining up to adopt them. One by one the puppies found loving homes, and each family promised to honor their mother's memory by showering love on the puppies.
Hello friends. When this dog was brought to one of the Spanish animal care centers, even its head was not sure that the animal would survive. It is not known how long she did not take food. But her appearance alone suggested that the last time the unfortunate woman ate was a few weeks ago. She was so exhausted that all her muscles were atrophied. The dog couldn't walk. Even she could only eat lying down. And you had to be very careful with the food. The stomach took only liquid food. For its thinness, the dog received the nickname Barilla, a kind of thin spaghetti. The weight of the animal on the first day of treatment was only 7 kilograms. In the first week, she gained 4 more. But she still couldn't stand on her paws with confidence. But the dog didn't give up. She was fighting for her life. 7 whole weeks of intensive treatment have passed. After him, the dog was unrecognizable. Barilla has completely recovered. Her rapid recovery surprised both veterinarians and staff. There was no trace of the walking skeleton covered in leather. The animal gained strength and agility. She loves to run and play with rubber toys. All 7 weeks the dog was taken care of by the director of the center, Edward. He hardly left her side. Barilla also became attached to the man. Now they both can't imagine life without each other.
Hi everyone. A wonderful big dog named Ritter was home and loved. But one day his family lost their home, and people were unable to take care of their animals. They had another dog, Corky. And although the owners were very worried about their pets, they were forced to hand them both over to the Humane Society of Hamilton County in Indiana. As soon as Ritter was separated from the owners, he became very homesick. The confused dog was nervous and was literally heartbroken. The pet did not understand where his family had gone and why he was left all alone. Ritter sat in the kennel assigned to him, pressed against a wall and staring at the ground. And although the shelter staff did everything possible to alleviate the fate of the animal, everyone around understood that he urgently needed a home. The pet received a lot of attention from the shelter staff, but was still very reserved. Then the staff posted a story about him on social networks in the hope that someone would want to shelter a cute but very sad big man. Soon there was a girl who wanted to take Ritter. It was Sophie, who had long dreamed of having a large dog. She was waiting for her house and more space to appear, so immediately after buying her first home, she started looking for a pet and opted for a sad big man. The girl saw that the post about the dog, posted on social networks, became viral. She was worried that she simply would not have time to pick up Ritter. Upon learning of this, Sophie's boss even dismissed her from work. When the potential owner arrived at the shelter, she was nervous, realizing how bad Ritter was after leaving his family. The girl was worried that the dog would not accept her, but as soon as Sophie entered the room with the pet, all her fears vanished like smoke. As soon as Ritter saw Sophie, he quickly ran towards her and put his huge muzzle right in her lap. The touched girl immediately wrote an application for the adoption of a big man and soon was able to take him home forever. The dog, sitting on the seat in the car, could not stop smiling. He beamed with happiness, realizing that now he had a home again. If you like the story, then do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share with friends and family.
Hello friends. Recently, a courageous Great Pyrenees herding dog went above and beyond to defend the sheep by thwarting a pack of 11 raving coyotes. According to reports, on November 3rd, a group of coyotes visited a home in Decatur, Georgia, and began pursuing the owner's sheep. The coyotes reappeared later that evening despite John Wirewell, the homeowner, initially asserting that he could chase them away. But thankfully, his 20-month-old Great Pyrenees livestock guard dog, Casper, was close by and ready to defend the flock from the charging coyotes. The coyotes entered the pen, but Casper put up a brave fight. Casper is said to have killed 8 coyotes after a 30-minute conflict. But the dog also suffered injuries as a result of protecting the sheep. The remaining coyotes fled, and when the owner saw Casper following them, he thought the dog had perished in the fight. However, after searching, John found his dog, who was still alive but severely injured. "He looked like death, he looked horrible," John said. Casper lost his tail and has serious neck and back injuries. Casper was found to be in horrible health, and the vets and family first doubted that he would live. Nevertheless, despite the odds against him, Casper has been making a gradual but steady recovery.